Welcome to Montreal Rocks. We're very happy to have in studio with us today Jeremy Hotz. Jeremy is coming to Montreal very soon, in fact, this weekend. So we're going to talk about that show, which is behind me, Très Misérables. By the way, that is the perfect name for a show. Whoever came up with that, genius. Uh, but it's coming to the Beanfield Theater, so we'll talk to you about that, and we'll talk
Why do
about.
they call it the bean field? What is there a field of beans in front of
I
the place?
used to be
What's
called the
Montreal and
Corona
beans?
Theater, which I liked way better.
What was it called?
The Corona Theater.
Yeah, I knew it was the same theater. I thought it had been taken over by beans.
I don't know. Maybe the coronavirus kind of killed their marketing. So who knows?
Wow, huh? I remember the corona. That's right. That's right. But it wasn't called the coronavirus theater. It was just called the Corona Theater. How stupid. Come on. They still have the beer Corona. They never changed that name, did
Yeah,
they?
exactly.
No.
That's the antidote, right? Right.
That's hilarious.
S- I always like to start with the origin story. I like to kind of find out where you kind of started, like a comic book. So
Yeah.
you said that you've moved from Cape Town to Ottawa when you were the age of 1. Obviously, you don't remember that
No,
move or packing or anything like that, but
no.
what was your first memory of maybe being in Ottawa and feeling, okay, I'm an Ottawa kid now? Is there,
When I was about three and I was out with my mom, and it was the winter, we were outside, and my mom said, "Don't go that way." And I did anyway, and I walked face first into a snowbank. That's how I knew I was in Canada.
I don't know who, by the way, if you ever want to use this in a bit, go for it. I don't know who chose to divide Canada and the US horizontally instead of vertically. I mean, you could have given us your home, California or Florida, but whose
Yeah,
idea is that? Like, miserable.
that's what they always say about Canada. Beautiful country, stupid place to put it.
All right, so you're in Ottawa now. When you think of that first house in Ottawa, what's a tiny detail that would not make it into the biography but is burned into your brain? Something about that house specifically.
Okay, we had a basement that was unfinished that had these long centipedes that lived in it because it was
Oh,
like
the ones that have all those legs? Yeah. The creepy
that's why
crawlers.
I moved from Canada. I cannot stand that bug, okay? That bug is free. That's a horrific bug, okay? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know
The
exactly
long
what you're
ones
talking
with a
about.
million legs? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Those are horrific.
And you kind of, well, you actually
That
get
wouldn't
one.
cut it today. That wouldn't
The
cut it
legs keep going,
tomorrow.
even if you kill it, it's kind of it's really
It's
gross.
still alive. The legs keep running away from you after you kill it because there's so many. It's horrible.
But apparently they eat a lot of other bugs, so apparently you should keep them, but I still
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. It's always the really ugly ones. Whatever you do, don't kill a possum. They eat their own fleas or something, right?
oh, we'll get some lessons in bugs from Jeremy here. All right, eventually you get to hit the stage. Now, this was kind of you went from like 0 to 100 really. You started fourth place contest win at the Roxy in Ottawa.
Wow, yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. That I did the first time I went on stage, I was in a contest in Ottawa at what was the name of the bar?
The Roxy.
The Roxy. Yeah, God. Yeah, yeah, man. That's true. I don't know where they got that information, but it's the truth.
Hey, I
Wow.
do my research. Uh,
Wow.
what? Give us a glimpse of that moment. This is like the first time you're hitting the stage. Like, what was the smell
Okay.
like? What was getting
I
that
was
first
wearing
laugh like?
I was wearing light blue corduroy overalls with patches on the knees because that it was my first time on stage and I figured that would be my comedy outfit.
Oh, you're thinking big right from the beginning.
And I remember it was this dirty bar in Ottawa. And I remember halfway through my show, I smelled pee. and it wasn't me. So someone, oh my God, I don't know what the hell was going on in that place.
Well,
Yep. And I
the,
still went on again after that. Wow, amazing.
the only thing better than smelling pee is not smelling your own pee. So that was
It's
already a win.
was not me. Wow. Just the whole bar smelled like that. And I thought, wow, this is show business, huh?
Was, every comedian eventually, has one of those nights where they truly bomb. But was there one that maybe one time that changed your act permanently where you just, you know, it rewired the way you think on stage?
Yeah, when I went on stage at the Montreal about a week before I broke, um someone told me that the hand in front of the face and the whole thing, and I didn't know about that, like this whole thing, like I
Yeah.
hadn't really, and it's anxiety. And that's how it started. And I found out that I was doing it when other comics said, you put your hand in front of your face the whole time, you idiot. You're not going anywhere on television with that crap.
So,
So I went, really? I hadn't noticed. And then I just kept kind of doing it. And the more comfortable I just got a little more comfortable on stage. And then it looked less, it became not by choice, it just became visually less like I was nervous and more like it was my act. And then I just continued. That's what happened there. It wasn't like some stroke of genius to put my hand in front of my face or turn my back on the audience or do a whole bunch of things that you're not supposed to do in a row. When you do them, it all adds up to being okay. I had no idea that was going to happen, man.
no, but that became your trademark, which, you
Yeah,
can, people might see a 100,000 comedians,
they don't
but you,
forget. I
but
know.
you
I
do
know.
that gesture and everybody knows. Everybody knows. So it's great job. I was going to ask you,
People
did you
walk by
choose
me when
it?
I'm at the airport, like they don't say anything. Just do that. And then I have the dog that travels with me now, and he's because of the internet.
Shackleton.
So I get recognized all the time because of Shaq. They recognize him all the time, right?
Yeah. And still alive and well, I hope. Getting old
He's
there.
8. He's 8 now. Yeah, he's still alive, my long hair, and he goes with me everywhere. You'll see him in Montreal. That's how I get off the stage. He comes running out and goes, "We come get off. We gotta go.
I was going to
Feed me,
ask
do
about Shackleton,
something."
actually.
What?
What is Shackleton's relationship at Montreal? Is he a smoke meat guy, a poutine guy, or does he just judge us?
He to be brutally honest with you, he loves smoked meat, Montreal smoked meat, because I do, and I give it to him. And he's actually a chicken dog, and he really, I won't say he doesn't like beef, but he'll take chicken ahead of beef unless it's pastrami or smoked meat.
We
That's it.
actually fed our Chihuahua raw chicken, loved it, cleared up his breath too. The weirdest thing, it's disgusting, but apparently they're immune to it. So I would never eat raw
Really? I
chicken.
never knew that. I never knew that. Really? Why raw chicken?
I don't know. You're not supposed to give them chicken bones, but only when they're cooked. Then that becomes very dangerous for them. But raw chicken, apparently I don't know why. I'll have to ask my wife.
Wow, I looked that up online because you're always trying to find something, you know.
Yeah,
You know, and I've noticed that my dog has really bad breath too when he's been licking his ass, which is daily.
yeah. Again, as long
That's
as
what
you're not
dogs
doing it,
do.
we're good. You
That's
don't
what they
smell
do.
pee on yourself, that's good. And if you don't, you know, uh, he's from what I've heard, he's been very good for you. At this
Yeah,
point
because
in
I'm
his
crazy.
as at this point in his life, what does he understand about you that the audiences still don't?
Oh, when I'm screaming at the television, it's not at him, it's just the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's true, you know. I live in West Hollywood. When the Leafs are playing, my hockey team is playing on TV. And the game's on, and I'm screaming. You hear windows slamming and doors shutting outside in front of my neighbors. Oh yeah, I'm that guy, man. I'm the guy in the neighborhood that everybody nice guy, but he's insane. That's me.
One day maybe. I would love to see. I would love to see your team win one day, but I do prefer the Habs to win first. But hey, if
Hey, you already won in '93. What are you talking about? You've seen your team win the Stanley Cup. I haven't had that pleasure. You've seen the
all right, it's
Canadians.
your
My
turn.
brother's a Canadians fan. He's had a way better life than me in sports, without question. Oh, that team's been way more. They produce and they won, and oh, you guys, yeah. And they're going to win again. They're looking good again. They
Yeah.
are. They are. And look at Suzuki on Team Canada, one of the bright spots. Yeah, that was devastating for me. You should have heard the barrage of filth that I opened with in Fredericton. I was so angry with Team Canada for losing to, well, Trump. Okay.
If you would have been back home, all your neighbors would have like made fun of you, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it when I get back, for sure. You know what I mean?
Were you okay with the forest fires or I mean all those crazy I drove in California. I love California, by the way. One of my great cities, especially outside of LA though. But were you affected by any of that
No, I'll tell you, that was a dangerous thing. That was not fun. That was, I know it sounds like, anyway, so all the cities were being evacuated, right? And I live in West Hollywood. It got right there and we got the notification, pack your bags, blah, blah, blah. The next notification you're going to get will be to evacuate. And it never came. We just sat there waiting to get that and it didn't come. We were the last place not to be forced out. Whoa, how lucky was that, huh?
I remember driving through, by the Palisades and all that many years ago. Maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and there were fires back then, and you'd see like still some smoldering or smoke. Is really cool. Even it affected even the taste of wine, apparently.
Well, when I went to the beach to Malibu, this is months after the fires, there was still burnt wood washing up on the beach.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's all ruined.
But we hope that we can build it back and give it back its beautiful splendor and
Yeah, well, I like it. The weather's nice, and so when it all burns down, all you have is the sun there. So, we'd like to have some more buildings put up. It'd be nice to have somewhere to go.
yeah, exactly. The beach or firewood, lots of firewood everywhere.
Hmm.
But we're talking about the Très Misérables tour, which is the whole purpose of us speaking together. So,
See the way you pronounce it? I wish I could do that. That's so great.
Misérable. I'm
Très Misérables. That's as good as I can get, because they didn't have the French immersion when I was a kid, right? No, it's a bilingual country. Learn French in French class. Off you
well,
go, Englishman.
we're to say we speak French in Quebec is maybe not the right thing to say, but we don't speak French like Parisian French. Like,
It's your own language, which it should be. Come on. You don't live next to France. Come up with your own stuff. Come on. Their one's dumb anyway. Ours is better. It's more guttural.
yeah, we roll our R's, everything.
Yeah, it's way better.
So
Montreal, I'll tell you about Montreal because I came at it just for laughs initially.
yeah,
Montreal is my favorite. It's my favorite city because they made me a star before anybody. You know that, right?
yeah.
I broke out of Montreal. And you know why that's so impressive? I'm an English speaking Canadian, and they got right behind me right away. I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
They did this. And
Just
then
for
the rest
Laughs
of the
put
town
a
went,
lot of people
oh,
on the map.
okay. What?
Just for Laughs did a lot for comedy. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's shame, isn't it? And then they got booted. I don't know what happened there because I was, here and I don't know, but I hear they're coming back, but it's not the same, right?
it's similar, I guess.
It's similar.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they
Okay.
still they still have the big shows. And comedy is always alive and well in Montreal, so I'm sure you'll have enough people coming out to the Beanfield Theater on
Oh,
Saturday.
I'm not worried about that at all. The Montreal has been great for me. But do you think that the festival will grow again and be like it was back when everybody used to go and it was a big deal? You think it'll be like that again ever one day?
I think so. It's still at the Place des Festivals. There's still shows. There's still a ton of activities all around that time, and there's
At
even
that time?
the
Yeah.
off JLF. So
And what about the jazz festival? Does that still go on in Montreal? That's still running really well?
yeah, bigger
Well,
than
then
ever.
comedy will come back again too.
Yeah.
You know, that was just a business thing, I think, more than anything else, right?
Yeah, so whoever's running it now, long as they keep the great comedians, the up and comers there, and the legendary ones like you and a few of others, uh, we'll be alive and well.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, with or without, I'll always go back to Montreal. I don't forget where I come from. What are you, crazy? No way. Uh-uh.
Okay, so let's talk about Les Miserables. You know, the real Les Miserables, we have Jean Valjean, and he gets this yellow passport that defines him because people see that passport as a former prisoner before they actually see him. Now, on stage,
Yeah.
uh, people see you as that miserable guy. Uh, do you ever wish for a different passport?
No, I think that's the good thing about that is when people see me in public, they go, "Gee, that's that comedian. Maybe I should say hi now."
So it gives you a little bit of a buffer, a little bit of a
Yeah, they leave me alone, so then they just stare at me. So then I look up and then they look away real fast. So then
so.
I stare at them and make them feel real uncomfortable. Uh,
It's all about redemption, that whole show. I haven't seen it so long ago, but I remember that Jean Valjean had to redeem himself once
yes,
he got out. Uh, if if he had to do a 5 minute bit, Jean Valjean had to redeem himself, and he
yes.
had to do a comedy bit. What would be his
Yeah.
opening joke?
He would walk down the street. It wouldn't be that. It would be visual for me. He would be walking down the street singing, and he would be arrested by two policemen for singing in public.
If it's here, it's probably because he's singing in English instead of in French. He probably get a.
Musicals are so stupid. Like the guy sings, and then everybody pretends that that's okay, and nobody
Yeah.
makes a big deal. It's so stupid. Come on. I can't stand musicals. Who makes the words rhyme? Get out of here. It's not a song, it's a movie. Okay, there it is. There it is.
I'd laugh at that. I'd give him redemption for that one. Anything you're looking forward to while you're in Montreal, apart from some smoked meat?
Schwartz's. If I can get there, I'll take Shaq to Schwartz's smoked meat and get that. Do they still have it?
Yep, still have
Okay.
it.
And the Barbie barn, do they have that still?
No, that
Oh, that was great.
yeah.
Remember that place?
Oh yeah. There's
Wow.
the one on the West Island, the one on Guy Street. I think they're both closed.
Oh, gee, that's annoying. That's really good. And then that place that makes the bagels in out of a and pulls them out of a hole in the wall. What's that place? That's
Aviator.
a that's a great place too. Wow. Yeah, Montreal's got some really good and that club that has the bar and then the women go out and they're naked. What's that place called?
I know there's a few. I can't say I frequent any of them, so I wouldn't know. But
The Cave of Sex, I think. La Cave au Sex, where you get to see naked Neanderthal women.
it's possible. It's possible. Montreal has a lot of stuff to see. So my last question for you.
See, he's getting rid of me now. Yeah.
Oh, oh, we can talk for hours. I've been enjoying this so much. But my question was, do you still have nightmares about Casey from Mr. Dressup chasing you with the little meat, beady little arms?
That's really funny because he had the tiny little arm. The poor kid was half man, half pterodactyl. Remember, he had the little, I mean, Tyrannosaurus. That's the one. Anyway, the poor guy. Yeah, all those old shows that I watched when I was a kid. That's my stand-up. My stand-up is very clever jokes about incredibly juvenile topics. You know that I'm like this grown-up child, but everybody can remember things, and there's a real feel to, there is a sense of camaraderie with my show because there's in some weird, even though I'm miserable and everything and blah blah blah, in some weird way, I managed to stitch it and pull everybody together, which is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even with coming from that different area, which is not, hey, good to be here. You would never see me say that. Oh my God. But as long I think people here's what happened with my act. The world got really miserable for real, so I became in fashion because I've been saying it for years.
And we want to have sympathy, and when somebody sees the world as being miserable, just like we do it, and bring it out and then make it funny, then it takes the pain away. It's a little bit
It
like
does.
you've mentioned on a lot of times that you deal with anxiety and things like that, but you've obviously been able to face that. I'm sure there's some days where um, it's harder than others, but being able
Right.
to face that and go up on stage regardless of how you feel, and
Yeah.
you've even said, I think, in an interview that being on stage keeps your mind off the anxiety.
It's I never have issues on stage. I'm much worse off than on stage. You have adrenaline, the whole thing. You don't. It never occurs to you. You know what I mean? And then as soon as you get off, then all the reality comes in, and then that's what happens. But hey, everybody has problems, man, and you got to get around them your way, and I get around mine my way. You know what I mean? And that's the way it is, and we all go through. But come to the show and see it, and forget about the nastiness of the world for an hour, because I know a lot of guys, they really lean on, the way the world is and blah blah. I don't at all. I lean on what is specifically pissing me off, and it pisses you off too. You just haven't thought about it yet.
That's perfect, man. Look forward to the show and hope you have a great time when you're in Montreal.
Thanks for this. Have a good day.